Are you looking for blacksmith's forearms and an unbreakable grip? Welcome to Project Iron Claw. Now, I always like to have a little side quest when it comes to my training. I do have my main goals at the moment. The bigger video is going to be coming out later on, but whilst I'm training, I like to have a couple of side quests going on. And one of those side quests at the moment is Project Iron Claw. The goal of this side quest is specifically to increase the size of the muscles in my forearm, as well as improve my grip strength. Grip strength has always been something for me that has fallen behind, especially when it comes to my strength training. It massively impacts my deadlift. So I want to improve my grip strength, not just through the ability to hold heavier weights, but for increasing my crushing ability, increasing my arm wrestling ability, everything along those lines that grip strength is good for. I also practice a lot of jiu-jitsu, and grip strength is really going to help for that. So my goal with Project Iron Claw is to improve my grip strength. First things first, we need to figure out baseline. And what we're going to do first is measure the size of my forearms. Now, as we said, I'm looking to increase the size of the muscle in my forearms. And what we're going to do is measure with my little tape here, which actually it's going to be a lot harder on your own, but I'm sure we can manage. So I'm going for inches here, and I'm going to do them tensed because why not? So here I've got about just over 12 inches on my left arm, and then on the right about, as you can see here, 12.5 inches on the forearm on the right. So the goal is, over the next however long, until I feel comfortable with not having to pursue it anymore, I'm going to be trying to increasing the size of my muscles in my forearm, as well as improving my grip strength. Now generally, when I'm deadlifting, I struggle to hold anything over about 140 kilos with a double overhand grip, and this is without straps or without using hook grip. So the goal is to be able to hold more than that, obviously with my deadlift, over 140 kilos, ideally somewhere up towards a 200 kilo hold at the top of the deadlift. So that's how we're going to track and see how much Project Iron Claw improves my grip. So what we're going to do now, we're going to head into the gym and we're going to have a look at all the different variety of exercises that I'm going to be training to improve my grip strength. See you at the gym. Now, the late great grandfather of strength training, Charles Poliquin, believed that you could actually train your forearms and grip with relatively high frequency due to the different ways in which you could train it. So not only can we do standard holds like farmer's walks or static holds, but your grip is comprised of many different aspects, from crushing grip to pinch grip to just basic holds, as well as different movements. So with that in mind, I'm going to be training my forearms after every single session. And I'm currently training 5 sessions a week. So I'm going to be tagging on specific forearm exercises at the end of each session, most likely around about 2 exercises per session. Now, with that high frequency, yes, it's going to be really important that I manage my recovery, but because I'm training my forearms in different ways, it shouldn't impact them too much. Not only am I going to be doing lots of grip holds, but I'm going to be working on pronation to help with building my pronators and with that arm wrestling style of holds and forearm work, as well as flexions and extensions. I'm also going to be using certain pieces of kit that I bought specifically for grip training. One big aspect of this is going to be using these. Now these are fat grip attachments. You attach these to your dumbbells, barbells, whatever it is, and it increases the thickness of the bar, as you can see here. You can get bigger ones, but these are just the ones that I have at the moment. I'm not only going to be using these for my standard pulling or purling work. That's what a lot of people do. They use these specifically for where your grip's getting challenged the most. But Charles Poliquin believed that you should be using these for your pressing work as well if you want to improve your grip strength. So I'm going to be using these on my presses as well as on any pulling work. Another piece of kit that I have also bought is this. Now this was actually a find on Amazon, designed by Josh Bryant. It's a little loading pin, but the strap is what is great. It feels quite nice in the hands, and you can loop it over your hand like this to then do pronation work for your pronators in your forearm, which is a exercise that's done a lot in arm wrestling training. I also have, as you can see in the corner of the room here, a set of farmer's walk handles. These are going to be great for doing heavy loads and heavy grip holds. So this is how I'm going to start my forearm training, with a lot of flexion, extension, holds and pronation, and using these back grips. If you have any specific questions, you want to know more, let me know, but I'm going to update you once a month on this side quest and seeing how it goes. Cheers.